Okay, I guess we're good. Can check it out. Okay, then basically the time will start as soon as I pick up my character. So I will do the countdown and I'm gotta configure my timer too. Well, I guess live split is not cooperating. So who cares, I'm not going to use my timer. But, well, I'm gonna do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! And there we have some kind of lore for this game, but it's not important at all. Like, in this game, all the characters do have some their kind of story, but not really important to the flow of the game. And this is the first stage of the game. It's it's some kind of tutorial we have to do to learn the basic mechanics. And as you can see, when I kill enemies from point blank range, I kind of get a burst, and this burst is really important because I can feel my energy bar, and that energy bar is when I have like 50% of energy, I can use the special ability, but the duration will be half. So every time we can get a 100% energy, it's good. And I picked up a special item there. It's called the CP upgrade. And this game has a really good weapon customization. And oh my god, what I'm doing. Okay, that was really unfortunate. But basically, we can customize our weapon, and we need customization points to do it. So on a speedrun, we cannot actually farm for them. We need to pick the ones that we can grab in the stage. So those customization points may not seem like much, but after a while we will be able to equip the damage upgrade and the hover. And that boss, it will be kinda tricky now because I don't have my special ability charged up, so we kinda have to deal with his bad RNG. And now that I activated my special ability, basically all my attacks burst shields, and they deal a little bit more damage. So usually I will have to kinda use it only on bosses because it will really increase the fight speed. And here we are going to Radio Tower. Radio Tower is kind of mandatory for all the 3 main characters because we are going to pick our mobility upgrade, which is the hover. And the hover, like, if you guys played like Demon's Crest, you guys will actually understand how important it is. And here I gotta do a really quick menu here. Okay, that's nice. Whoops, that was nice. And as you could see, we can kind of mash through ladders. They are really ladders. In platformer games, nobody likes ladders, but in this game, they are really cool. You can just jump through them. And here we have this kind of an auto scroller. There's not much we can do to Optimize the section, and here we have probably the trickiest part of this game for this character, because she moves way faster than every single character in the game, and that's really hard to control actually. Yeah, that was a good execution. And all the bosses in this game, they have RNG. This guy is no exception. We are hoping for him to stay on the floor all the time so we can mash through him. Ah, that was somehow good RNG, I guess. Usually in bosses we want them to do their longer attacks, because we can kind of do a lot of damage. Well, that's a really good fight with a really good RNG too. But as you could see too, the bosses in this game, they don't have iframes at all. You can just do the damage you do to bosses is equal to the mashing you can do in them. So as long as you're mashing properly, you are killing bosses quickly. So kind of crazy how that works, but theoretically, if you could actually mash consistently, you would kill bosses in like 5 seconds. And at that stage it's kinda hard to optimize. That water kinda ejects you to the opposite direction. Yeah, we are able to evade all of them, so it's pretty good. Yeah, another kinda of an auto-scroller here. There's two paths I can get in that stage. The right one is the fastest, but there is a small item I'm going to grab here. And the only reason that I actually get this item is to save around 20 seconds in the next boss. But it's worth it. Did I equip it? No, I don't. Oh. Okay, now we're going down here. And here we have the Cryosphere, and she's a really bad boss to deal with if you are playing other characters, but this character can kind of burst through her shield, so it's like a fight. This fight is not decided by RNG. For some reason, if you shoot her shield, you can kind of destroy it. Yeah, that was a really bad. The bosses in this game, whenever they reach half of their HP, they are going to do like some kind of desperate attack. The main idea is to not let them do them, because they cost a lot of time, because sometimes bosses actually go to... they become invulnerable, or they just kinda mess around in the top of the screen. So here we have military base. There's a really interesting quick kill I can do to this boss. Let's hope I can get it, but it's really weird to do, and it kind of depends on RNG, so let's hope I can show it off on a marathon. Here we have the spear drop, and if you guys play DuckTales or even Shovel Knight, this really works exactly the same. kind of bounce around enemies, and it's pretty interesting to use. Here we have a lot of damage boosts we need to do. We got a real good cycle here though. Those moving cells, they are actually based on a global cycle, so if I kind of mess any part of the stage, I will kind of need to wait for the cells to drop. But yeah, that was a really good execution. Let's hope for the quick kill. I really want to show this off. It's really good. It's really cool. And let's go. Oh my god, hello. He just, yeah, I don't know what happened here. Oh. Yeah, I messed up. I'm sorry. Okay, we can kind of try again. Maybe not. It's really hard to do the backup, so yeah, I wanted to show it off, but I wasn't able. Pretty tricky to do the quick kill, but basically the spear drop, just as bosses don't have iframes, I would use the spear drop to kind of bounce him and kill him in like 5 seconds, but I'm not going to try it again because it would lose a lot of time. And yeah, dying in that fight is kind of bad. Okay, that was a really bad fight. I wanted to show the quick kill, but I wasn't able to do it. But still, we have another opportunity to see the quick kill in the refights, so like normally if I were grinding for a good time, probably I would reset in that boss if I miss the quick kill. It's just too much time you save by doing it. Okay, that's weird. Really weird. Yeah, that stage is probably the hardest stage to optimize because like there's a lot of enemies, there's a lot of chances you have to like bonk them, and well, that game has like the Mega Man 2 damage animation. The character gets a lot of knockback when he takes damage, so in the start of the game you don't want to take damage because how long the damage animation is. I'm gonna kill this guy just for safety. And here we have the last segment of the stage. And we picked up the damage upgrade. We are going to equip it in the power plant stage. Which is like the stage where the RNG fest will start, because all the characters in that game, they kinda have the diagonal fire upgrade. And with the diagonal fire you can kinda shoot through through a lot of angles, and Corona in that game, for some reason, her diagonal fire just this garbage. Is not worth the time to get it. And that's kind of cool RNG here. And yeah, his desperate attack is pretty weird to skip, so I'm not going for it. But yeah, it's a really straightforward fight. If you know the boss attacks, you can kind of dance with him. And there we have the highway. Now we're going to the mine stage. And the reason for me to go to the mine stage before power plant basically is because of the CP upgrades. The idea here is to grab the biggest amount of CP I can get so I can equip the power damage upgrade, which kinda saves some time in the boss fights. And that stage, those moving platforms, they are based on a global cycle, so I gotta be really precise with it. Yeah, another stage that is really hard to do properly because of the cycles. Oops. And here we can kind of hover on top of that guy because of how much speed we have. And as I said in the start of the run, Corona is the fastest move, is the fastest character in terms of base movement speed. Like, not the fastest, like in run in time, but with our upgrades, Corona is really fast. Yeah, we kind of got a good cycle here. Let's hope for the next one. Yep. But that's a good cycle. Even if I didn't do this stage properly, we still got a good cycle. And there's a very specific RNG we want from this guy, which is the punch. We need him to punch his front, but that's kind of weird. Sometimes he just doesn't feel like punching, you know? And I don't think we are going to see him do the punch. That was a really bad RNG. Now we are heading to power plant. That stage is like the Spark Mandrill stage of the game. And you guys are going to see why. But first, let's equip the attack power upgrade. And that item will kinda make the boss fights a little bit quicker. And okay. And let's burst through this guy's shield. Yeah, that stage has a lot of CP upgrades I can grab. The idea is to be able to equip the damage upgrade 2 and knockback resistance in the late game. So we are going to need a lot of those. But good thing that those upgrades are like, they are really free in that stage, so you kinda just grab them without like, we lose around 5 seconds by grabbing them, so really free. And that Spark Mandrill stage, Spark Mandrill section of this stage, it's really tricky to do, but you know where are you going, like really simple. And here we have Dynatron, and she can kind of give us the worst RNG possible, and there it is. This is probably the worst RNG possible in the fight. Luckily we lost around 5 seconds for that RNG, so it's not really that bad. But normally in that fight I would want Dynatron to stay on the floor as much as possible. Yeah, I did the backup strat just to make sure we don't lose a lot of time. If you get hit by those sticks she throws, you kinda skip a cycle of that bad attack, so you are actually minimizing the time loss. And those guys, we have the oil platform stage. It's a really straightforward stage. Like, there are a lot of tricky parts here, but let's hope we can get everything correctly here. And basically now we kinda have to wait for the explosions to blow up the floor. And yeah, another rating for the water to rise. Kinda, this section of this stage is kinda boring to do. And here we have some spear boosting. Whoops. Okay, that was pretty bad. But yeah, that boss can be kinda... He can be nice to us and give us the best RNG possible, or he can just mess around. The RNG we want is him to punch that flaming wall, so we can shoot him more times. And well, he doesn't feel like doing that. And there we have it. That's the best RNG we can get from this guy. Yeah, that was a good fight, I guess. I did some safe strats there, because you can just screw the run up. And well, like, I will be blaming the RNG way more, like in this stage here, because capital building, the stage itself doesn't have RNG, but the boss does, and his RNG is really weird. Like, I will kinda explain if we get it, but luckily I won't be needing to explain what's happening. And here we kinda have that cycle skip we can do. Gotta do the damage boost here just for safety. And normally if we were playing this stage, we would have to wait for all these platforms to do their cycle to move on, but since we have the spear drop, we can kinda just jump around and skip the... this... I guess it saves around 20 seconds, like it's too much time. Another CP upgrade here. Whoops. Well, I guess I didn't kill that guy for some reason. Well, that's okay. And here I'm grabbing the reflect. Great. Basically, my shots will, whenever I shoot walls, it will actually reflect my shots, and this will really help in the final fight of the game. That's basically the only reason I'm grabbing this upgrade, is just for the final fight. And we are not, we are like in the last main stage of the game actually. And after it, all the rest is just the wily stages of the game. Now we have the counter shade, and this guy can be nice, or he can just do that attack, and we won't be able to hit him by any means. Like, but basically we want a very specific RNG out of him. Unfortunately, we didn't got it. We can skip this attack, but again, it depends on RNG. And unfortunately, counter shade wasn't quite nice to us. Yeah, that's okay. It could have been worse. Like, there was a run that I lost around like 20 seconds in that stage because Counter Shade just decided that he would stay in the up in the screen, and I wasn't able to do anything about it. Let's see if I can keep the damage upgrade. Yeah, we didn't have enough seed. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at maths, so the routing of this game is entirely based on maths. So and yeah, we did the 2 cycle in that stage. That stage, like, it has a really unique mechanic where the platforms kind of vanish. Unfortunately, we are not going to see this mechanic anymore because we are getting the shortcut. And that secret area right here, it saves around 10 seconds over the left one. And well, it's really hard to do. Okay, I'm going for a really risky skip here, so I hope I get it. Let's see. Okay, that's the first part of the skip. Nice. That skip saves around 20 seconds because normally you would actually have to wait for the ring to do his thing, and well, we don't want it. Like, that skip, you can kinda die doing it and you will still save time because of how slow it is. And yeah, we are having some bad RNG here in that boss. And yeah, his Gunvolt can be kinda weird to do because he deals a lot of damage and you can't really predict what he's going to do. So now we have subspace. That stage is, well, really weird because we have water physics for some reason. Like, it creates really thought that it would be a good idea to put ice physics in this stage. Ice physics, no way, like water physics. We have. If you guys like ice physics, we are going to get them in another stage. Oh my god, that was bad. Retrying in that game is like faster than dying because when you die you get to see all the animation. So if you do a retry, kind of skip the death animation. And yeah, this is probably the most boring part of the stage. There's not much we can do here. Let's see, here we have this small skip I can do. And there's a small risky skip I can do. Let's hope for the best. Nah, I don't think it's possible to do the skip, by the way. You can kinda damage boost and walk on the spikes, but I don't know, it's too risky to do because of how iframes work in this game. And here we have this boss, and it's kind of straightforward, just need to destroy his cars. And since we got a lot of damage, we can kind of destroy this guy way too quickly. We don't even get to see his final form, you know, like. Oh, spoiler, he doesn't actually have a final form. But he has some really interesting patterns, but I don't see them. And Dystopia, this stage is where we are going to equip the knockback resistance upgrade, and this is a really important upgrade for the run. Because not having knockback means that we can take damage from every single enemy and you'll be able to walk, so we are going to do this in that area. And I'm going to damage boost through those zombies because they do less damage than the souls. So it's safer that way. But if I were actually on the on YOLO pace, I would actually do like I would damage boost through the souls and continue it, but this is a marathon. I guess it's good for us to do some safer strats, and you don't lose time at all. Just I could just like need to take damage. Take damage is not hard in this game, you know. And in that part of the stage, I would actually be always on staying on the floor because I will move faster this way. And that's the trickiest part of the stage because those spikes can kinda hurt. Yeah, nice cycle skip I did here. And now we have Plasma Legion. Plasma Legion is a boss from Azure Striker Gunvolt. Basically, this guy is a very straightforward fight, kind of like an alt-scroller. There's not much we can do too. What we can do to actually speed up the fight, but yeah, we did a good kill on her. For him, I don't know. Here we go to the Cyberspace Colosseum. Cyberspace Colosseum is as you guys may expect, is the refight, the Mega Man refights. And remember this guy where I tried to do the quick kill? Well, here we go again. We'll try to do the quick kill again. Okay, that's it. We got it. And it saves a lot of time. And it's really fun to show it off. And now we are going to do all the main bosses again. And we kind of got a good pattern from this boss, but unfortunately I wasn't able to capitalize on it. That's much of that's not a big deal. We got 2 dives, so I'm taking it. And now we have our little friend Pyrogan again. And that's some really good RNG. Like he did his longest patterns, so we were able to do it in less than 1 cycle. Let's hope for it again. We don't quite get it, but that's okay. And now we're heading to... yeah, I guess I would do Spare next. And the boss fight layout in the refights is kind of like you do the bosses that are trickier to do, and then you go to the easiest ones. But that boss is way easier with Corona because you can burst shields with her special ability, so not that big of a deal. And now we're going to... man, I don't really remember bosses' names, like his Brandish, like I don't know, sometimes I just forgot them for some reason. And oh my god, I missed 1 shot. I could actually skip. I could have skipped the pinch attack, but I wasn't sure if I were able to do. It doesn't matter. Let's do a retry and recover some health. And that stage is whenever you kill a boss, the game mark as a checkpoint. So if you kill the boss and your health is too low, you can reset and kinda helps you. And yeah, that was a really good RNG from this guy. We were able to skip his pinch attack, which is really good. And now Dynatron, let's hope we get the best RNG from her. Unfortunately not, she's being a bad girl today, just accept that. Okay, that happens. I wasn't able to show the best RNG from her. Okay. And now for the last main boss refight of the game, we have Seismic again, and I hope I'm able to show his best RNG. Come on, I just want you to do 1 attack. And yeah, he doesn't feel like it. Okay. But since our health is almost full, I won't have to take a retry here, so that's good. And now for the final fights of the game. First, we pretty much like Mega Man 1, we kinda have to fight against for the evil version of us. But since Corona is already evil, we kinda fight like Corona for some reason. And here I kinda wanna like around 80. Oh my god, that is some bad RNG. There's a small chance that she will do that animation to absorb my attacks. So yeah, I swear it never happens. Like this is the first time in a run where I see this. Like this is really weird. She never does it. And well, now we can kind of do this all day. Oh, that was a really bad fight. Yeah, we lost some time here. Okay, time is coming up as soon as the screen fades to black. So it's time. And we could have one cycle that guy. But unfortunately, yeah, we weren't able to do. But that's okay. That was really good. I wouldn't say that was a good run. Like, I could have been way better. I was aiming for a sub 40 in a marathon. Fortunately, I weren't able to show it off. And I've missed the best quick kill of the game. But yeah, I'm still happy with that run. I'm really happy by showcasing this game. Marathon is a really good game to play, like, and we have this game on Nintendo Switch, we have on PlayStation 4 and on PC, so I would highly recommend people to check it out. Yeah, let's just skip the credits, we don't have nothing interesting here. I just want you guys to appreciate the pixel art of the game, like it's really good. And as we can see, this is the ending of Corona. She was kinda playing the game, and well, that not if this game doesn't matter. Yeah, that was not the best run I've done in a marathon, but Corona is a hard character to optimize because you depend on the boss's RNG to get a good time. So my PB on Corona is around 37 and 49, and that's probably the run had the best RNG I could potentially get from a run. So it's really hard to get that RNG. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be running Super Bomberman R next. So I hope you guys enjoy it.